you can.
Throws all the way back. No, it's not a screen. There's no lineman out there with him. But Edmonds, who didn't catch a pass all of last week, that's Browner, number 47, grabs a hold of the face mask. Big play for the Dolphins starting off the ball game.
And they tacked on the penalty. That puts it at the 33-yard line. Tony Page in the backfield with Sammy Smith. Page 49. He went in motion that first time. Here's Smith's first call. And he'll get just inside the 30-yard line. Wrapped up there by Chris Dolman, number 56. Oh, the Dolphins opening with that tight end screen. It really went well. It's Randall, Thomas, Millard, and Dolman on this fine Viking front wall. Barry, Studwell, and Merriweather are the linebackers, and four of the finest defensive backs in all of the NFL: Lee, Rutland, Browner, and Fullington.
That defense, Jay, was the #1 ranked defense in the NFL last year. In fact, every week of the entire 16-week season, this defense led the NFL in defense.
On second down, the quick pop pass comes out to Edmonds. They're featuring him, and he is stopped at the 24 by Joey Browner, the strong safety, short of the first down by about 2 yards. Farrell Edmonds, in preseason, had only caught 1 for 14. This evening, he has been the offense.
Well, he's caught 2 of 3 passes. 2 of 3 plays have been passes to Farrell Edmonds. That is really highly unusual when you consider that the man covering him, Joey Browner, is probably the best strong safety in the National Football League.
Has 25 career interceptions in 8 seasons. Third down and a long one. Triple tight end alignment. Edmonds, Kinchin, and Beatty all in there. And here is Smith. Loses the football, and it is recovered by the Minnesota Vikings at the 26-yard line. Reggie Rutland, number 48, came up with it. There's Rutland right there in the middle of your screen out of Georgia Tech. Well, that stops, so it was a very nice drive to that point.
Take a look at the toss. He's got it in his left hand. Clearly received the toss from Marino. Just got the ball stripped. The Vikings very good at stripping the football. The big turnover goes the other way for the Vikings.
12:48 to play. We're in the first period. Jerry Burns, his team has the football when we come back right after these messages.
Food, folks, and fun. You know the one, McDonald's. Food, folks, and fun.
It's McDonald's After 4 sandwich sale. Now get a delicious Big Mac sandwich after 4 p.m. for just 99 cents and save.
Big Mac, hold me back, French fries, no surprise. Quarter pounder or McDLT is my favorite place for my favorite taste. This pot is hot and that's cool with me.
McDonald's Big Mac sandwich for just 99 cents after 4 p.m.
Food, folks, and fun.
Push it, click it, press it, flick it, tune it in, turn it on. This is what you watch it on. Any way you work it, integrate your circuit at the city. Circuit City.
Come to the place you're welcome. Technology with a heart. Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art.
At Circuit City, we get higher customer satisfaction ratings than any other specialty home electronics and appliance chain.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is state of the art. Run now, run, it's Toyota. Shop, shopping time.
It's Toyota shopping time.
It's Toyota.
Time is running out to get a great deal on 1990 Toyota cars and trucks.
You feel so good. 'Cause that's a real
Hurry,
good
because
time.
incentives and great money-saving option packages won't last much longer.
Here comes Santa going fast. Great Toyota deals while they last.
So hurry to your Toyota dealer for great year-end deals.
Toyota shopping time.
Before Murray Sisselman served as head of the teachers organization, he was a civics teacher.
How much does a county commissioner make?
$6,000. It's not much money, but you shouldn't run for office for money.
When asked what the most important issue facing the county, Sisselman says that crime and drugs top the list. Supporting the police and their morale is real important. Sisselman says if you believe in the same things the public does, they'll trust you. They'll vote for you. Murray Sisselman, he does believe in the same things you do.
The Vikings with Wade Wilson at quarterback number 11. Clark and Walker in the backfield. Coming in motion, Leo Lewis. And rolling and throwing Wilson. And it is complete for a first down and more. This is Steve Jordan, the tight end. Both clubs featuring their tight ends in the early going. Jordan out of Brown, hit by Louis Oliver, number 25, but a first down for Minnesota. Wilson, Clark, Walker, Carter, Leo Lewis, and Steve Jordan. The backs and receivers for the Vikings: Zimmerman, McDaniel, Chris Foote, Todd Callis, and Tim Irwin. Up front, 15-yard pickup on the last play. First down, Vikings from their own 41-yard line. And Wilson calling on Herschel Walker. Walker, who won the Heisman Trophy in '82, carrying the football, wrapped up by Jeff Cross, number 91. And the gain is to the 46-yard line. T.J. Turner, Oglesby now at the nose tackle. Soche on suspension. Jeff Cross, Griggs, Offerdahl, Kraus, and Hugh Green are the backers. McKyer, J.B. Brown, Jarvis Williams, and Louis Oliver in the secondary. Second down and 5. Wilson wants to put it up. Comes to the near sideline. Intercepted. And returning with it is McKyer. McKyer at the 10, at the 5, at the 1. McKyer on a 55-yard return. He got an interception last week late in the victory over Denver to stop their final drive. Officially a 54-yard return brings this crowd to life, Bob.
Well, McKyer is the outspoken cornerback that came over from the San Francisco 49ers on draft day. Take a look as Wilson's going to try to hit Carter, number 81, on a little quick out. Overthrows it, throws it to the inside, and McKyer, probably one of the easier interceptions he'll ever make in his life, has 18 interceptions career-wise in 3.5 years with San Francisco. Comes up with a big one right there.
Smith and Page in the backfield. First and goal from the 1. The handoff going to Smith. And he doesn't get in there. Scott Studwell, who hit him hard and forced that fumble earlier, made the tackle. Studwell, number 55, out of Illinois. There he is. He led the Minnesota Vikings in tackles 8 of the last 10 years.
And he's the all-time leading tackler, as you might imagine, Jay, on the Minnesota Vikings. All-time leading tackler, 36 years old. Middle linebacker, I was talking to him before the ball game. He says he's lost weight every year. He's down to 218 pounds, middle linebacker, but behind that line, you can do it.
Logan and Page now in the backfield. Logan 20, Page 49, and this is Page, and he doesn't get in there. You can see how tough these Vikings are.
Well, Page ran into Studwell, and Studwell is 218 pounds. Tony Page is 5'10 and 235. Studwell filled the hole like he is supposed to, and Studwell came away the victor on that running play.
Studwell out of Harrison High School in your hometown of Evansville, Indiana.
I had to talk to my homeboy before
you
the ball
sure
game.
did. I know you were going to visit with him. Third and goal to go. Page and Logan again set behind Marino. And the call goes to Mark Logan. And touchdown, Miami. Mark Logan got in. So the turnover as McKyer brought back the interception 54 yards. And the Dolphins had it first and goal at the 1. Tony Page, a good block that time for Logan, his second touchdown of the preseason. The Dolphins are on the board. 9:53 remaining. First quarter. Stoyanovich out of the hold of Scott Secules. The point after is up, and it is good. And it's a 7-0 score on the board here at Joe Robbie Stadium. This Channel 6 Action Sports exclusive will continue right after these messages.
There's more than one way to keep your TV and VCR remotes together. The best is with a Gemini controller. It gives you both for the price of one. Builder Square, the warehouse with everything for your house. Save on Glidden Expert Designer low luster interior paints. Perfect for the little jobs or the big jobs. Builder Square, the warehouse with everything for your house.
Gay rights. Now, Channel 6 takes the story one step further to the real feelings behind Broward's bitter controversy.
AIDS was started.
How come heterosexuals can get it?
Channel 6 action news anchors Giselle Fernandez and John Hambrick bring both sides face to face.
I do not want my child influenced by homosexuals.
That's bigotry, and that's why we need a law.
Before you decide, watch Broward Showdown, the Gay Rights Vote, a Channel 6 special town meeting, Monday. We're earning our reputation, one story at a time.
Now Express Mail offers one of the best on-time delivery records in the business.
We deliver.
With guaranteed morning delivery.
We deliver.
At an overnight price of just $8.75.
We deliver.
Speed, convenience, price. It's a package only we can deliver. Express Mail from your postal service.
We deliver for you.
Are high summer electric bills having an effect on your blood pressure? FPL can help you keep your bill down when cooling costs go up. We can show you how to make your house more energy efficient with a free home energy survey, or tell you how with our free summer energy diet kit. Both can do wonders for your disposition. For a free home energy survey or a summer energy diet kit, call 1-800-DIAL-FPL.
Miami Dolphins are up 7-0 here in the early going. They took advantage of the turnover. It'll be Stoyanovich to kick off. Wayne Williams is the man deep, number 23. He's averaged 25.2 per return during the preseason. There's Stoyanovich. Played at Indiana. See the two men flanked out. Deeper back is Wayne Williams. They set the two flankers in front of him, and the kick coming down, and it is going to go out of bounds. The flag's thrown, and with 9:45 remaining in this first quarter, and the Miami Dolphins up 7-0. The ball will come out to the 35-yard line. Stoyanovich not too pleased with the way he got the foot into that one. The Vikings have their second opportunity offensively.
Let's go back and take a look at the interception that set up the Miami touchdown. Wade Wilson, a 5-step drop. Just a little quick out. The lower right of your screen, you're right there. You see Carter. He either didn't take the route deep enough because Wilson threw it further downfield, or he ran it too short, or Wilson made a bad throw, and you don't want to throw the ball upfield.
Banging up the middle is Jesse Clark, number 33. Clark out of Arkansas, playing for Rick Fenney, who is injured and did not make the trip from Minnesota. He's out with a hamstring. Tackle made by Jarvis Williams, number 26, just shy of the 45-yard line, where it'll be second and about a half a yard. Clark, saw his stats there. A free agent Clark, picked up after his release by Phoenix. He was also at one time with the Packers, originally a 7th round for them. Leo Lewis again in motion, turns, goes back to the far side. They bring it this way with Herschel Walker. Walker banging near midfield. Walker averaging 3.7 per carry. They want to get the ball to more often to him this year, hopefully with the pass. Barry Krause, 58 on the tackle. There's the preseason stats on Walker. Let's check in with Channel 6 Action Sports Director Steve Shapiro.
The Dolphins offensive line behind me, when they came off the field after the first drive, when they lost the ball in the fumble, they looked kind of disgusted, but they came off this time smiling. Dolphins lead at 7-0. Let's go back to you.
That's Jeff Dellenbach right there with his back to us in the shorts, who just signed yesterday, and I'm sure the Dolphins are glad to have him back.
They certainly are. Herschel Walker breaks through and fights his way near another first down at the 40-yard line of the Dolphins. Jarvis Williams, 25, and Louis Oliver 25 and Williams 26 there to make the tackle.
Well, let's take a look at the I formation, and Herschel Walker came over from Dallas in that trade last year. Runs right through the first tackler. This has been a kind of a good news, bad news situation with Herschel. He is an outstanding player, but he can do some things very well, but there are other things he can't do well, and running out of the eye is probably one of the best things he does.
Second down and less than a yard. Herschel Walker, first down. He's to the 35-yard line.
What I mean by that, Jay, is we take a look at Hugh Green getting up on the tackle. His eye formation, he ran out of the eye a lot in the USFL and also at the University of Georgia. He was involved in that big trade with Dallas last year when the Vikings traded 5 players and 8 draft choices, including 3 number 1s and 3 number 2s to the Cowboys. And Mike Lynn's comment was, you know, if we don't get in the Super Bowl, it was a bad trade. And it's a lot of pressure to put on Herschel to come over and do that, and the ball club. And
they didn't get in the Super Bowl. They lost, though, to the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Walker banging his way down inside the 25. Oliver on the tackle, 25. And they're going to spot it at the 24-yard line. And Walker is a load. He picked up 12 there.
Well, the thing that he does best is straight ahead running. The Vikings like to do a lot of trap blocking. This is just a little trap by the left guard. That's McDaniel. Straight up blocking, straight up running. Walker does that best. What he doesn't do well is when he's split in the backfield and has to run laterally. He is not a good cut runner. Stop and plant and break up field.
First and 10. Penalty markers go as the handoff went to Clark, and we'll see what happened. It looked like Cross maybe jumped, number 91 for the Dolphins. Tom White is the umpire tonight.
Encroachment, number 91
Offside
defense.
Against Miami.
Still first down.
He'll step off 5. White, the referee, the umpire, Ed Pfiffick, the head linesman, Jerry Bergman, Jim Quick, the line judge, Bob Moore, the back judge, Bill Carollo, the side judge, and Don Orr, the field judge. The replay official tonight, Fritz Graf, a former official in the National Football League. And this time it's Clark and nothing doing. Clark hit hard at about the 17. It was David Griggs, number 92, playing that left outside linebacker spot. E.J. Jr. been moved behind him, and Rick Graff still unsigned. It spotted at the 16-yard line. We've got 5:45 remaining to be played. First quarter of play, Joe Robbie Stadium, final preseason action before the Vikings and the Dolphins get going for real. You're looking in there at Wade Wilson, who played at East Texas State, was an NAIA All-American. Second down, 3. Walker. And Walker has the first down. Louis Oliver again on the tackle. First down at the 11-yard line.
Herschel has a lot of speed and strength and balance. He catches the ball very well. But this is a finesse type of offense. It is not a power offense. The offensive line is good, but they are not big, strong, straight-ahead blockers.
Jerry Burns and his staff looking out as the Vikings try to get in for a score. Leo Lewis in motion to the far sideline. Walker again. Walker bangs to the 8-yard line. Tackled by Offerdahl, 56, and Kraus, 58. And Ravel down there. Walker, who, as you mentioned, was with the Cowboys, with the USFL when it folded. And this has been a 10-play drive. It's taken a little over 5 minutes as we have 4:15 remaining in the first quarter. And here is second down and 7. Clark goes in motion, out to Walker. This is what they want to do. Touchdown, Minnesota. He beat Louis Oliver on the play, but they set it up nicely as Walker slipped out to the left side. And they want to do this more often, and they're going to try to get the ball to Herschel through the air more.
Well, what I meant by it's a finesse offense, a lot of traps. Watch the back go in motion to the left. Now you got 3 receivers over there. The 2 wide receivers come from the left, and that back come from the left. They cause a traffic problem. The back, Clark, number 33, is a personal protector, throws a block, and Herschel walks into the end zone.
Jim Gallery, a free agent, played at Minnesota. Harry Newsom will do the holding. And it is up and good. 7-7 we are with 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. And we'll be back right after we take this timeout.
We'll give you 80,000 people, 8 million miles a week. We'll give you hearts that beat deep purple and a whole new way to speak. We're the best way to ship it over there. From the dawn through the night, we're in the air. We carry confidence across the continents. We're the best way to ship it over there.
Her fingers went over the mold of his face. How perfect and foreign he was. How dangerous. This was the glistening, forbidden apple. She kissed him, putting her fingers over his face, his eyes, over his ears, to his neck, to know him, to gather him in by touch. Obsession for Men, Calvin Klein. Now your gift with any $27 Obsession for Men purchase at Perdines.
For Labor Day, Winn-Dixie's fresh fryer leg quarters are 37 cents a pound. Budweiser beer is $4.57 a 12-pack, limit 1. Super brand Butterscotch Royale ice cream is 98 cents. And see how you can get up to $10 off selected seats in the Winn-Dixie Family Zone at Miami Dolphins games.
The U.S. used a satellite to study Venus. The Soviets used a satellite to study Mars. Now, Lexus is using a satellite to pinpoint Tim Murphy's last oil change. At Lexus, we're linked to a satellite system that can instantly transmit your maintenance history to any dealer in the country. You see, we don't just promise you the sky, we deliver it.
The score tied 7-7. Jarvis Williams along with Donnie Elder. Tony Collins along with Donnie Elder back to receive. 11 plays, 65 yards. It took 5:52. And Walker on the 8-yard pass from Wade Wilson. Gallery set to kick off. Gallery with a big 24-yard field goal last week against Houston that won the game. And right at the goal line, Elder comes out to the 10, in a little trouble, gets through the 15, up to the 18-yard line. Good coverage downfield for the Vikings. Ken Johnson, a safety man, number 22, there to make the play. Elder coming off. Sammy Smith and Tony Page, 33 and 49, are in the backfield. Preseason record coming into this year of 157, 74, and 7 for Don Shula in his tenure as the head man of Miami. Marino, Smith, and Smith at the 19-yard line. Keith Millard made the stop. Millard, number 75, the NFL's Defensive Player of the Year last season. Smith had the 3-yard run for the touchdown against Denver. Been bothered somewhat by bruised ribs. He's coming off in the preseason, averaging 3.4 per carry. Hoping for a very fine season from him. And now we've got Logan in the backfield. Andre Brown, an extra wide receiver in there, 2nd down and 8. They put Audrey McMillan, 26, in the backfield for the Vikings in a prevent defense. And the pass comes and is incomplete, and it was almost intercepted, and now a flag is thrown. Pass intended for Duper, and right on top of him was Reggie Rutland. I thought for a moment Rutland, number 29, might come away with it, Bob.
Well, that's Fullington, 29, University of Miami. Rutland, 48, was right there with Duper, but a late flag.
Number 48.
They'll go against the Vikings.
Penalty is a first down at the spot.
There's Rutland, had an outstanding year last year. As you mentioned in the first couple of plays of the ball game, Rutland and the entire defensive secondary, an outstanding group. Carl Lee, the other corner, made the Pro Bowl last year, but Rutland was said to have had a better season and deserved it more than Lee.
It's a first down. We did not get an indication from referee Tom White as to what the penalty was. Here goes Marino, first sack of the game. Henry Thomas, 97, at left tackle for the Vikings, coming in. And it looked like he got by Keith Sims there, the youngster, number 69. The Vikings are without Al Noga, their fine left end. He did not make the trip here to Miami because of an ankle sprain.
You talk about sacks. This team led the NFL in sacks right there. 97 is Thomas. You know, he's on the same defensive line with Chris Dolman and Millard, both Pro Bowlers. Dolman and Millard had 21 and 18 sacks respectively. Thomas, the unsung hero, kind of the traffic cop, had 9 himself. They led the NFL in sacks with 71.
Second down and 19. Marino's got Tony Martin in the game, 89 to throw to. Sets up a little screen over the middle. It's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Mark Logan. Good pass rush by Keith Millard. Millard, a #1 pick in '84, and he really harassed Marino that time.
Well, it was a middle screen, but you got to give the quarterback a little bit more time. Nobody even slowed Millard down. Millard was the NFL Defensive Player of the Year last year. They've got all kinds of talent on this Viking ball club.
Very quickly to Steve Shapiro.
The Dolphins defensive back Tim McKyer behind me, number 22, has a pulled groin, is questionable for the rest of the game. Of course, he made the interception that led to the touchdown. Back to you.
All right, the groin pull.
Well, that's bad news because that's what kept him out early in the preseason.
Third down and 19. Marino going long down the far sideline and incomplete at the 45-yard line. Intending it for Mark Clayton. Carl Lee was right there. Clayton, coming back, of course, has been bothered by the hamstring problems. It's a very warm night, as you can see. Marino sweating profusely as he comes off to the near sideline. Ira Hillary comes into the game for the Vikings, going back to receive the punt. Reggie Roby, 41.8 in this 1990 preseason, his longest punt of 55 yards. He's ready to put the toe to it. Hillary out of South Carolina. A high boomer. Hillary at the 38. And he goes down right along the 40-yard line. Leading the way was David Griggs, the linebacker, number 92. And the Minnesota Vikings will have the football at their 39-yard line when we come back.
Wouldn't it be great if you were centering facing the great Garbanzo in the wrestling match of the year? And wouldn't it be great if the sponsor was a beer? A really great beer like Keystone, the fresh cold filtered beer in a can that tastes like beer in a bottle because of Keystone's specially lined can. And wouldn't it be great if Garbanzo excused himself and you left with his manager, the lovely Darlene? Cold filtered Keystone and Keystone Light. Bottled beer taste in a can. Wouldn't that be great?
My father used to bring me fishing here before there were so many people. But now our coast is turning to concrete. We've got hotels and parking lots. But what have we lost? I'm Bob Martinez, and I fought hard to enforce the toughest growth management law in the country, to stop urban sprawl, protect our environment, and relieve congested highways, so we can leave your grandchildren and mine more than concrete and parking lots.
This could be your last chance to make the deal of the year. On a 1990 Mazda truck, we're clearing them out. Get one now and get the Mazda Value Pack. 12 extra features at no extra charge. Plus $750 cash back. Extra value worth up to $1,529 on top of your Mazda dealer's best deal. But hurry, it could be your last chance.
At your Dade Broward Mazda dealer now.
Recently, Four Wheel and Off-Road Magazine took this year's 4x4 of the Year winner and all the past winners and conducted a head-to-head showdown to determine the best of the best. So who won? Who do you think? There are a lot of 4x4s out there, but there's only one Jeep.
Get 0% financing or $1,000 cash back on new Jeep Cherokee.
See your Florida Jeep Eagle dealer, where you can expect the best.
Gay rights. Both sides face off in a Channel 6 special town meeting Monday.
Along with Bob Greasy, Jay Randolph at Joe Robbie Stadium. We have 2:06 remaining to be played. First quarter of action. The final preseason games for the Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. First down's pretty even. Minnesota with 5, Miami with 4 at this point. Total offense 44 for Miami, 80 for Minnesota. First down as Leo Lewis comes in motion. The handoff goes to Walker, and this time they come and get him. Hugh Green leads the way, big number 55. And he's congratulated there by Alfred Oglesby, the rookie out of Houston, as they handled Herschel that time. A loss on the play of almost 5 yards. Ball spotted back at the 35, where it's going to be second down and just about 15.
Strength of this ball club is its defensive team and some of the talent that's on the offense. Carter, Herschel Walker, Jordan, the tight end. The weakness is the quarterback, and it's up for grabs here tonight.
Clark going in motion. Handoff to Walker. Finds a seam over the 40. Fumbles. And it's picked up. And now it goes out of bounds.
And back to the Vikings.
Yes, indeed. Jarvis Williams.
It's the last team that has possession, not the team that touches it last.
Jarvis Williams and also Magruder. Magruder had a chance to get that ball, I believe, before Williams. Here it is.
It's kind of a halfback reverse. Watch him step to his left and come back around. Nice block there by Irwin, 76. Ball is knocked out just before he hits the ground. Williams can't pick it up. The first thing is possession, and then secondly, get some yardage. A good hit there.
And the coaches will say, fall on that ball, fall on that ball.
Reichenbach, 52, with the hit.
Penalty flag is down. And play is stopped as the Vikings were facing a 3rd and 12. And they're going to call a delay of game or a timeout.
Delay of game.
Yep, that's what it is. Delay of game.
Wade Wilson is in a battle with Gannon for the starting quarterback job as he looks over to the sideline for the play.
You see our referee Tom White, he seems to be confused as he's going to gather his officials together. They did give the delay of game signal, at least the official on the far side did.
So did the referee.
But they have not moved the ball.
There's a look at McKyer, and his left leg is wrapped. Looks a little bit low. It looks like it may be a hamstring. We've got to report that it was a groin, and that's what was injured before, but a tough blow for the Dolphins and McKyer.
Now the referee, Tom White, has come to the near sideline.
Well, as they get that straightened out, let's tell the story on McKyer. He is really have been a spark for the Dolphins when he's been in there on defense. His injury gives the opportunity.
The previous play was stopped for review. There is no delay game penalty. After further review, we'll continue.
They stopped apparently to review the fumble.
Yeah.
And you see Coach Shula complaining about what turned out to be an exercise in futility.
Well, it's the job of the communicator upstairs to get down to the umpire to let him know
that's right
that they're reviewing it, and obviously it wasn't done.
3rd and 12 for Jerry Burns Vikings. Wilson 2 out of 3 for 22 yards, gonna put it up. A lot of time, throws, it is complete. The pass to Anthony Carter, and Carter has the first down. Carter coming across the field, hit by Jarvis Williams, number 26. Carter, of course, originally a Miami Dolphin draft pick in '83, picked in the 12th round out of Michigan. 17-yard pickup.
And he's from just up the coast, Riviera Beach. Anthony Carter. He's caught passes in 65 straight games. A big-time player, probably one of the best, if not the best, right there with Rice from San Francisco as being the best wide receiver in the National Football League.
The end of the first quarter, And we're knotted up at 7-7 here at Joe Robbie Stadium. We'll be back right after this timeout.
South Florida Ford dealers are coming through for you.
With a red carpet lease from Ford Credit. Choose your Ford, lease it for 24 months, then trade it for a brand new one. Drive a fully equipped Ford Taurus for only $249 a month. $249 a month with cash back up to $1,200. Drive a 1990 Ford Tempo for only $169 a month. Why pay for the whole car when you only want 2 years worth? Ask about the plan at your South Florida Ford dealer now.
Sometimes I'm so bad, even I don't like me.
Yeah, me and Bill, we go way back.
You ain't so bad. What'd I do? What do you want? Guy didn't call to pick.
He's a con man.
No, that's cons. If nice guys finish last, where does that leave us? Converse, official shoe of the NBA's best and worst.
Miami Dolphins football is an exclusive presentation of Channel 6 Action Sports.
We get set now for the second period of play here at Joe Robbie Stadium. Walker has 51 yards on 9 carries. Clark 11 yards on 2 carries. And Wilson is 3 out of 4 for 40 yards. Carter's caught 1 for 18 just moments ago. Jordan 1 for 14. And here we are, 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Miami 45-yard line. Leo Lewis going in motion to give to Herschel Walker. And Walker banged out of bounds. He got a nice block from his tight end, Steve Jordan, 83. And Magruder, 28 on the tackle. Magruder getting an opportunity to play tonight with McIr's injury after he had picked off a pass and brought it back 54 yards.
There's number 28, Magruder. Shula and the coaching staff have been very impressed with him. He has not played the last 2 preseason games because of an ankle injury. They like what they see. He came over from Green Bay as a Plan B player. Started for 3 years in the Canadian League with the Saskatchewan Roughriders.
Second down and about 3. Clark slashes through for the first down at the 30-yard line. Clark, a reminder, is playing for Rick Finney, who has the hamstring injury and didn't make the trip. Lewis Oliver, 25 on the tackle.
Trap blocking. Kalis is going to come around and seal off number 55. That's Hugh Green. Good blocking up front by the offensive line of the Vikings.
NFC teams have beaten the Dolphins in 8 straight preseason games. The Dolphins stopped the bleeding with 7 losses in preseason with that win last week against Denver. Wade Wilson throws, and it is complete to Herschel Walker. And Walker got maybe a yard or 2 at best. Hugh Green was right there with him, number 55. Walker, what a tremendous athlete, and the same could be said for Green. Green now in his 10th year, originally Tampa Bay's number 1. Walker, of course, has had a storied career in preseason, catching the ball, averaging nearly 15 yards per catch. Second down and 8. Lewis set in the slot left. A little delay, and nothing for Jesse Clark. They tried to set up the right side for Clark, and it didn't work. Offerdahl, 56, leading the way.
That's an example of the finesse offense. A little screen, little draw, trap plays inside. Take a look at the Dolphin defense. Offensive line, that's Kalis, 69, with a good block on Oglesby, but the middle linebacker, as he should, Offerdahl steps up and makes the play. Oglesby being handled that time by Kalis.
Offerdahl, brilliant performer. What do they call that? Staying at home, right?
Staying at home in the middle.
Third down along 7. Score tied 7-7. Early second period. Hillary went in motion. And now Wilson on the run. Got the first down and takes it all the way to the 15-yard line. The 10-year veteran saw the opportunity, and he got on his horse and picked up the first down before J.B. Brown, number 37, could make the play.
Well, we told you that Wilson is in a battle with Gannon. Man coverage in the secondary, tight coverage, good coverage. When that happens, nobody is assigned to cover the quarterback when he runs. That's why he gets downfield to pick up the first down before any Dolphin is even near him.
11 yards for number 11 and the first down. This is Clark again, fighting his way forward for a couple. Stop at the 12 by Offerdahl, 56. Last Saturday, the Dolphins here at Joe Robbie Stadium, winning over Denver 17-16. Denver led that game 16-10 in the third quarter before the Dolphin comeback, and a 79-yard drive in 9 plays, and Logan scoring the touchdown with 1:54 left, and then McKyer got the interception late to stop Denver's last chance. Minnesota was a 22-21 winner over Houston in the Metrodome in their last game. Now here's Wilson, got a lot of time. He throws. Leo Lewis, touchdown. Leo Lewis out of the University of Missouri, and he was open over the middle. They're giving Wilson a fine block up front, and he's having a lot of time to throw.
Well, he had a lot of protection, and Lewis was isolated on a linebacker. They had 4 wide receivers. Now watch him go inside, and that's Reichenbach, 52. It's a zone coverage, and you have to cover the man in your area, and Reichenbach just not quick enough to cover the fleet to Lewis.
Gallery will attempt the extra point. Newsome holding. It is up and good, and the 11-play drive has taken the Minnesota Vikings of Jerry Burns into the lead, 14-7, 10:56 remaining first half. Back with more after this.
The shoe's got a lot of leather, it's light, and it's comfortable, and I'm going to wear it.
Joe, it's a basketball shoe. I'm going to wear it.
You can't stop this. No, it's a cross trainer, and I'm going to wear it.
Unstoppable.
Because you measure success one step at a time.
It's right there now.
Because you know this is the pure and simple reason our beer is so refreshing.
It's the right there now.
When the only thing better than a day on the beach is a night on the beach. Reach for the taste of the Silver Bullet, the one that won't slow you down.
It's the right there now.
Every major newspaper agrees Childs McKay would make a team without peer. Integrity, honesty, long-range thinking for the 21st century. Fiscal conservatism and deep concern for the environment. A statesman, Walken Lawton has championed government that speaks for the people. He would invest in the future for healthy youngsters and opportunities. Thoughtful, independent, ethical. Childs as governor would send a message. People can beat big money. Lawton Childs' deep and abiding spirit challenges, inspires, and leads. As governor, he would bring out the best in all of us. This time, the people will win.
My boy's a solar-powered, perpetual motion machine. Don't think he'll go to sleep before he turns 18. He'll slow down for likes, but not for long. 'Cause when it's likes, it's gone.
Why do your kids deserve Likes hot dogs? Because they're your kids. That's why.
They grow up so fast, they're not kids for long. Just like likes, they're gone.
Gallery is ready to put the ball in play for the Vikings, who now lead at 14-7.
Vikings have not been stopped by the Dolphin defense yet, Jay. The interception on the first drive, and then the second 2 were 2 11-play drives for touchdowns.
Here's Gallery with Collins 34 and Elder 47 back. It is Collins who has it at the 3. At the 10. And dumped at about the 17-yard line. And leading the way was Pat Ehlers, the safety.
It's Pat Eilers, who played at Notre Dame, and he was a wide receiver at Notre Dame. He is a defensive back, a strong safety. He was a free agent with the Vikings, and he is doing very well.
That was a 16-yard return. Again, very good coverage by the Vikings downfield. Number 94, Tom Struthers, in the game now for the Vikings as Marino has some time, throws over the middle, complete, and bringing it up is Clayton at the 40, out of bounds at the 44-yard line. Carl Lee got a hold of Clayton by the leg and held on. A fine throw by Marino that time to Clayton over the middle. 26-yard pickup.
Take a look at the pass protection afforded Marino on the left side. The two rookies, good protection. The two defensive men run into each other. Studwell picking off the corner. And that man right there has to be healthy for the Dolphins to have an active and big play offense. He was injured with a hamstring earlier in training camp.
And as he came out, he looked like he might be hurting again. First down. Mark Logan. Logan gets inside the 50 to the 49-yard line of the Vikings. Ray Berry, number 50, and Reggie Rutland, 49, there to make the tackle.
Jay, one of the things we talked about at the top of the game as you look at Berry, number 50, was the fact that the Dolphins first and foremost wanted to play well, but they also wanted to come out of this game healthy.
Right.
Because it's only 1 week to the opening game next week with New England. And they already lost McKyer to a groin injury.
Logan tripped up. Fine play by Millard, number 75. We talked about Millard and the fact that he was the defensive player of the year in the NFL last year. Number 1 draft pick in '84, 6'5", 263, played at Washington State. Tony Martin comes into the game for the Dolphins, number 89. Of course, he had a bruised knee in the Denver game, but apparently he's all right. They gave him a real scare. Apparently they at first thought it was hyperextended.
Yeah, well, I think it was a little bit, and then bruised also. But he's back, and he's been one of the real surprises of training camp. 3rd
down and 6. Fred Banks also in the lineup, number 86. Marino's got him spread out all across the field. Penalty markers fly, and it might have been Millard who jumped off. We'll wait till the referee, Tom White, and his crew decide. That time, Marino had his team spread out all the way across the field, the extra wide receivers on.
Encroachment, 75 defense, 5-yard penalty, and it's a first down.
5-yard penalty gives them the first down. Millard charged with it. Marino is now 3 out of 3, 64 yards. Very much on target here in the early going.
You know, Jay, that's very difficult what Marino just did. It was 3rd down. They were in the shotgun, and he pulled the Viking defensive line off with his cadence. But it's tough to do that when you're standing 5 yards back from the center. Much easier when you're up under center for them to hear the inflection of the voice.
Martin has come out. Tony Page back into the backfield with Mark Logan. That's Logan moving up. Now timeout called. Marino having a problem with his running backs. They were not in the right place. And while they figure out where they're supposed to be, we'll show you some commercials. Back with more right after this.
The best part of this getting old business. Oh, it's a microwave. A microwave. Where's my Alex going?
When you buy something at Circuit City, you can bring it back anytime within 30 days. Get a refund or make an exchange.
Boombox.
Because no one's always right the first time.
A boombox.
Or the second.
Welcome to Circuit City, where service is stated. Food, folks, and fun. You know the one, McDonald's. With food, boats, and fun.
It's McDonald's After 4 sandwich sale. Now get a delicious Big Mac sandwich after 4 p.m. for just 99 cents and save.
Talking Big Mac, hold me back, French fries, no surprise. Quarter pounder or McDLT is my favorite place for my favorite taste. This spot is hot and that's cool with me.
McDonald's Big Mac sandwich for just 99 cents after 4 p.m.
Food, boats, and fun. We'll give you 80,000 people, 8 million miles a week. We'll give you hearts that beat deep purple and a whole new way to speak. We're the best way to ship it over there. Express from the dawn through the night, we're in the air. Express, we carry confidence across the continents. We're the best way to ship it over there.
Let's check in now with Channel 6 Action Sports Director Steve Shapiro.
More bad news for the Dolphins defense, Jay. Linebacker Barry Krause has a twisted left knee. He's doubtful for the rest of the game. Of course, Barry has had knee problems the entire preseason.
Well, that is bad news, and everyone was hoping, of course, that he would be able to make the big comeback. Originally a Baltimore Colts #1 draft choice, now in his 12th season.
He led this team in tackles last year, did Krause, one of the true leaders on the ball club, along with Offerdahl.
Marino at the helm for Miami. Sammy Smith and Tony Page in the backfield. Throw to the far side. Completed to Mark Duper, who went high to haul it in at the 41-yard line and was hit immediately by Reggie Rutland, number 48.
What you're seeing here tonight are the best in the National Football League in a couple of areas, and that is the Dolphins quarterback was sacked the least amount of times in the entire NFL. In fact, the last 7 or 8 years. The Viking defense, on the other hand, are the best at sacking the quarterback. So you're seeing a battle within a battle. Marino winning it so far, has only been sacked 1 time.
And the Dolphins historically have done a great job of protecting their quarterback. Smith inside the 40-yard line at the 39. Scott Studwell, 55, making the play.
Smith running left behind Webb and Sims. Here you take a look at Page, 49. Studwell, the middle linebacker, roaming behind that active front 4 to make the tackle.
And Bob, there was good blocking there by Farrell Edmonds, number 80. 3rd down and 3. Vikings have their prevent defense in there. Marino out of the shotgun, looking around, and he must have called an audible. He was barking out something to both sides. He throws, and it is overthrown. He was trying to get it to Tony Martin. Martin was harassed a little bit, and it was Merriweather putting on the pressure. So that is going to stop this drive.
That shows you the respect that Floyd Peters, the defensive coordinator, and the Vikings have for Marino on the offensive line. They lead the team, they lead the league in sacks, and they still blitz their linebackers. That was a 6-man rush against Marino with 2 linebackers coming.
Reggie Roby ready to do the punting. Ira Hillary, number 89, downfield. Coach Burns talking to some of these troops along the sideline. The kick is high. Fair catch. And a good job of making the fair catch by Hillary. Boy, he just did hold on to that one. So when we come back, the Minnesota Vikings, who lead it 14-7, will have the football. This Channel 6 Action Sports exclusive continues in just a moment.
Wouldn't it be great if
you were center ring facing the great Garbanzo in the wrestling match of the year? And wouldn't it be great if the sponsor was a beer? A really great beer like Keystone, the fresh cold filtered beer in a can that tastes like beer in a bottle because of Keystone's specially lined can. And wouldn't it be great if Garbanzo excused himself and you left with his manager, the lovely Darlene?
cold filtered Keystone and Keystone Light, bottled beer taste in a can? Wouldn't that be great?
Before the first Lexus ever saw the light of day,
it saw the light of countless days. As part of our anti-aging program, surfaces were blasted as if by the sun, just so we could see what materials would best resist fading and cracking. Because any car can be new today, we want to be new tomorrow.
The low price revolution is on. In every Winn-Dixie store, in every department, we've lowered prices, lower than you've ever seen before. Winn-Dixie gives you low prices nobody can beat. Nobody.
Due to time constraints, we are rejoining the game late in the second quarter, and the score remains 14-7.
Schillinger goes out wide to the right. Gannon under center this time. He throws, and it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hillary again, down at about the 25-yard line. 31 seconds remaining of the first half.
We talked about this Viking ball club a little bit in our opening about how good a ball club this is. 9 Pro Bowl players on the Vikings last year.
They lost the NFC playoff, divisional playoff game 41-13 to San Francisco after they went 10-6 to win the NFC Central.
They won that division for the first time in 10 years.
There goes Hillary in motion now back to the near side on second down. Gannon running out of there. Now throws and overthrows Ira Hillary. Hillary had a step. Oglesby coming in and harassing Gannon a little bit.
You know, Jay, a lot of people feel that if this ball club had a top-flight quarterback, that they would dominate the National Football League the way the 49ers have the last couple of years. Gannon is in the picture. Wade Wilson, of course, Tommy Kramer was their quarterback the last several years.
I had a very respected coach in the National Football League tell me that if Marino was playing with Minnesota, it would be Katie bar the door. They're only as good as their quarterbacking, and Wade Wilson has been a little inconsistent. On third down, Gannon, who is in there now, throws, and it is almost intercepted. Ira Hillary went down. He's claiming he was shoved. Randy Thomas almost came away with it. There's Thomas. He's had a sore ankle and a sore knee out of BYU, number 5 draft choice in his third year. Now,
one of the holdouts for the Vikings is their kicker from last year, Rich Karlis. Gallery has done an outstanding job so far in preseason.
Gallery, it'll be spotted at the 43. A 53-yarder. It's long enough. It is wide to the left. Well, he got enough foot on it, but he couldn't get it in. And we come now with 12 seconds remaining as the ball will go back over to the Dolphins. Jerry Burns went to school in Detroit and got his first job after playing 1950 Michigan team in the Rose Bowl. He went out to the University of Hawaii and started coaching, and he has made the rounds. Even went back to coaching high school in Detroit at one time. Don Shula succeeded Weeb Eubank at Baltimore in '63, his 28th season as a head coach in the National Football League. 1st and 10, Miami. And Marino handing it off to Logan. Logan gets over the 45 to the 47. Stop made by Merriweather and Fullington, and 5 seconds remaining on the clock as Miami calls timeout, and Marino comes over to talk things over.
See Sims 69 coming over, passes up. Randall 93 says just give the ball to your back, and if he gains some yardage, then we'll go for the alley-oop here at the end of the half.
Bob, one of the items that many might have forgotten is that in this season, each team's going to have a bye. And the Dolphins will not play on the weekend of the 14th of October. The Vikings won't play on the weekend of the 21st of October. I suppose that can help a team to have a rest if they've got injuries and problems, and it could hurt if they're really going good.
Well, it is, and I think it's much better to have it in the middle of the year toward the end of it, the second half, rather than to have it the first or second or third week of the year, obviously.
All right, shotgun, 5 seconds remaining first half.
The herd is to the top of the screen. They call it the herd.
They got him over there. Trips receivers out left, and Marino heaves it down there. And the catch was made at the 11-yard line. The clock shows no time remaining. It was Andre Brown that came up with it in that pack down there. But no time remaining. So we come to the end of the first half, and it is 14-7 Minnesota. Now, Channel 6 Action Sports Director Steve Shapiro.
Okay, Jay, you take back that interception by McKyer that led to the touchdown. The Dolphins' offense has really done nothing. Dolphins also up against the great Minnesota defense. That's what they have to contend with in the second half. We have an abbreviated halftime. We'll be back with the second half kickoff when this Channel 6 Action Sports exclusive continues.
When you
This Channel 6 Action Sports exclusive is sponsored in part by McDonald's, food, folks, and fun. By Converse and their new line of Magic athletic footwear and apparel. By Midway Airlines, what flying should be. And by new Keystone and Keystone Light. Bottled beer taste in a can. Wouldn't that be great? Once again, here are Jay Randolph and Bob Greasy.
Jay Randolph with Bob Greasy. 14-7 Minnesota. Minnesota will receive halftime stats.
The Vikings dominating the halftime stats in total yardage, 214 to 142. The Dolphins do have 9 first downs, but it's a dominant Minnesota Viking defense that has really shut down the Dolphin offense. Time of possession in favor of Minnesota. And the Dolphin offensively just not getting anything going, Jay.
All right, we've got Clark and Eilers along with Wayne Williams in the middle, set to receive the kick from Pete Stoyanovich. Williams out of Florida, played at Titusville High School. Williams at the 6. At the 15, he made a good move, but goes down at the 17-yard line. Coming downfield, leading the way, Chris Herring, the linebacker, 53. Stoyanovich coming off. His longest field goal, his only field goal in the preseason, a 43-yarder. Played at Indiana. 1st and 10 for the Minnesota Vikings. And it is still Rich Gannon at quarterback as we start the third period of play. Cedric Smith and Alan Rice are the running backs. And that's Smith. Smith getting near the 25-yard line.
Mentioned Kumaro, Eric. Kumaro, number 90. Number 1 draft choice from a couple of years ago in the ball game now at that outside linebacker spot that Hugh Green held down in the first half.
Kumaro had the knee problem last year. Out of Ohio State, moved outside.
He made the tackle, but it was 8 yards downfield.
Right. Odom, 93, also in the lineup now with Reichenbach and Carl Wilson, 77. And the give is to Rice. Rice comes up short of the first down. Offerdahl, 56, makes the tackle. 77 is Carl Wilson. You saw him there. Just underway in the third quarter of play at Joe Robbie Stadium. Those stats on Rice. They've got Newman 15, Hillary 89, and their tight end now is a rookie out of Texas A&M, 43, Mike Jones. 3rd down and 1. African Grant in at free safety, 41 for the Miami Dolphins. Gannon using the long count, trying to draw him off, and breaking outside. Cedric Smith has got the first down at the 30-yard line. Couldn't find anything straight ahead and kept working. Clifford Hobley made the tackle, number 29, but the first down for Minnesota.
To the left side, 92 is David Griggs. He stacks it up pretty well. Can't tell whether he was responsible for containment or the linebacker or defensive end was supposed to scrape outside. Kind of an unusual formation on 3rd and 1, 3 wide receivers in a spread formation.
Play action by Gannon. Has time, lots of time. Throws back against the grain and completes it. It is Alan Rice, very, very close to a first down, just over the 40-yard line, where David Griggs, 92, and Cliff Odom, 93, made the play.
That first down play action really fooled and held the Dolphin linebackers.
Gannon's a pretty slick customer.
Take a look at the right side of your screen. That's Kumro, number 90, playing off and then not gaining his feet to pressure the quarterback. Gannon is a good player, Jay. He can move around in the pocket.
Cedric Smith to the 43-yard line. Kumro, number 90, Odom, 93, making the tackle.
That play right there, a little roll draw. A lot of play action as you take a look at Kumro. He's 6'7" and 255, and there's going to be some decisions that are going to have to be made as far as the linebackers on this ball club. They're probably going to keep 8 linebackers, and Kumro is in there battling for a position.
Cut down next Tuesday to 47 for the regular season. Gannon over the middle. And incomplete at the 47-yard line. They intended for the tight end, Mike Jones. Offerdahl, 56, was there. Offerdahl, they've had him in camp all year, the Pro Bowler. Last year, of course, had the contract dispute. Came in late. Out of Western Michigan.
Really an important cog in that defense and in the entire team. He's a real leader. The only linebacker, Dolphin linebacker, ever to start in a Pro Bowl. He's been there all 4 years that he's been in the league.
Gannon 5 out of 8, yelling to one of his wide receivers, Reggie Thornton, number 19, who just came in to go to the other side. 3rd down and 8. Gannon rolling. He's going to run. And he's got the first down. You could see that coming. Gannon, who handles himself very, very well. As I mentioned, he played at Delaware, was originally a 4th-round pick of New England in '87. He's averaged 8.8 every time he's run the football in preseason.
Well, he likes to run. As you take a look at Wade Wilson, number 11, in direct competition with Gannon. Gannon likes to run, can get outside. That play was a little misdirection. We mentioned in the first half a finesse type of offense. A lot of draws, a lot of dink passes. Directly opposite of what their defense is.
On 4th down or on 1st down, penalty markers fly. There was a back in motion. Cedric Smith, he had taken a step before the ball was even snapped. And Newman comes up limping after taking in a pass here on the near sideline, but this play will be called back.
Motion, number 30, offense, still first down.
Just a little bit ahead of the snap.
I said a step. I guess I should have said 2 or 3. Huh? Ball is back in Viking territory at their own 49-yard line as Leo Lewis comes back in, the veteran receiver with 16 career touchdowns.
Vikings Lewis getting quite a few of the receivers hurt here this season.
Yep, 1st and 15. Gannon going outside, and it is complete to Leo Lewis, who just came into the game, and they're very close to the first down with the play. Lewis not quite as quick as he was when he first came into the league.
Play action, both guards pull to the left. Lewis is only 5'8", 166 pounds. 33 years old, but he knows where to be at the right time. Hassan Jones was their other starting wide receiver. Lewis is the third guy on the Viking squad. Hassan had arthroscopic surgery a few weeks ago and will be back and ready to play this season.
2nd down and 1. Banging through for the first down. Cedric Smith fumble. Pile up at the 17. And let's see who gets it. Miami Dolphins football. Odom was underneath there, and I think it was Cliff Odom who made the play. He had some help from John Offerdahl, but Odom comes up with the fumble. And when we come back, the Dolphins will have the football for the first time in the second half.
Because at this time of year, you can't hide inside a sweater.
Dolphins and Minnesota. This action moments ago.
Number 30 is Cedric Smith, a rookie. Good run. Ball is shaken loose. Smith was the blocking back at Florida last year. Blocked for Emmitt Smith. Has been doing well in Viking training camp so far.
Secules is in the game at quarterback. His throw on the far sideline intended for Tony Martin. Doesn't connect. We've got Secules, number 9, doing the quarterbacking now. Martin in there as a wide receiver. There's a good look at Scott Secules out of the University of Virginia. 17 of 29, a touchdown and an interception. He's been sacked 3 times. 242 yards in preseason play. 2nd down. Fred Banks, the other wide receiver. Brian Kinchin, 88, now the tight end. Banks goes in motion. Collins to the 20-yard line. Hard 4 yards for him as Joey Browner, 47, is there to make the tackle. Collins, number 6 among the active AFC rushers with over 4,640 yards and 32 touchdowns. Suspended in August of '88. Signed as a free agent July 19th. Getting a new lease on life. Andre Brown, 82, in the lineup now with Banks, 86, and Martin, 89. Out of the shotgun on 3rd and 5, let's call it. Secules steps up, throws, and it is going to be incomplete at the 45-yard line. Looked like it was intended for Mark Duper. But again, Duper was coming toward the inside, and the pass was thrown outside. Keith Millard was rushing Secules.
Well, that's the key word, the key phrase, Jay, is the pressure that's been on the quarterbacks tonight. The quarterbacks are holding the ball long enough until they get pressured, and then they're just releasing it, and the receivers are not where they near the ball. They're having you know, the adjustment sometimes, and that time he just threw it hoping that somebody would run under it.
Reggie Roby on to do the punting. Pat Eilers is downfield. Poor kick this time. Gets a good Miami bounce, though, and is going to be out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Roby didn't like the way that one came up, but he had to like that bounce. It'll be Minnesota football, and they're leading 14-7. We have 8:50 remaining, 3rd quarter. Back with more in a moment. "49-yard punt a moment ago. The lucky bounce helping Roby out. In the lineup now, number 98, Jackie.
Where that decision may be made in that defensive secondary. Magruder, it speaks well for him that he's in there getting an opportunity to play. Because if you're
John off. For 7 on third down conversions. Gannon's got all kinds of time, and it's dropped right in the open field by Cedric Smith. Smith would have had a first down. All he had to do yards, and he was wide open. And Newsome in there to do the punting for the first time.
Game sloppy, a mess here. To do the right at the 24-yard. The Dolphins celebrating their silver season, 1966 to 1990. The Vikings, their 30th year, 1961 to 1990. '90 season. 7, handoff going
to Mark Logan. Logan gets to about the 27-yard line before Ken Johnson, number 22, first-year man out of Florida A&M, made.
You know, Jay, you take a look at Sequels in there, and he's done well in preseason. He was a starter for only 1 year at the University of Virginia. He was the backup for 3 years to Don Mikowski, the quarterback Green Bay, who is holding out and had an outstanding year last year.
Yeah, there's not any nearer to signing him up there at Green Bay, I hear. This pass comes to Logan. He has a first down, I think. Yes, he does. Kirksey. William Kirksey, a rookie free agent from Southern Miss, on the tackle here on the near sideline. Sammy Smith and Tony Page now in the backfield for Miami.
Take a look at the pass protection. Very good. Little option route. Logan, very valuable to this. Do a lot of things. Play both halfback and fullback, and a very good kickoff return man.
That's Collins. Nothing there. Collins hit by Marion Hobby, a rookie out of Tennessee. Right now, the Dolphins have Webb, Sims, Uhlenhake, Galbraith, and Dennis up front. Their frontline offensive group.
And talking about him a little bit, he was the third 19 Chandler, Chris Chandler, and also Don McPherson. He set 14 University of Virginia records as a senior, the only year that he played.
Originally drafted for the Dallas Cowboys. On 2nd and 10, Sequel sprinting here to the near sideline. And he throws, and it is incomplete. On the field was Kinchin, the tight end. Carl Lee, 39, on the coverage. There's Lee. He played at Marshall in West Virginia. 21 career interceptions. This is a very fine secondary when they have Browner and Lee and Fullington and Rutland in there. Right now, Johnson is spelling Joey Browner.
That defense, Jay, scored 6 touchdowns last year. 4 of them off of fumble recovery.
Along with Andre and the wide receivers. Sequel's calling it out of the shotgun. They're coming after him. He throws and overthrows as he was rushed, trying to get it to Martin. Continuous pressure from these Vikings that made it very, very tough. Quarterbacks to operate. Sequel's coming off.
Well, the Vikings only have 1 sack on the night, but the Dolphins are not completing many passes because they're throwing the ball quickly to avoid the sack.
Roby, 42-yard average. Pat Eilers downfield, number 24, set to receive. Low pass. Roby booms it. Eilers at the 15. Number 50. And with 5:17 remaining in the third quarter, Minnesota 14, Miami 7.
I'm so bad. Even I don't like me.
Yeah, me and Bill, we go way back.
He ain't so bad. What'd I do? What do you want? Guy didn't call the pick.
He's a con man.
No, that's cons. If nice guys finish last, where does that leave us? Converse, official shoe of the NBA's best and worst. Airball.
They say a picture is a few to define Sherman.
need help to say no to drugs. When no one else does, Sherman Wynn cares. On September 4th, vote for Sherman Wynn.
Wherever men are working or playing, you'll find Hager slacks. Hager has a feel for America.
Fourteen to 7.
Novoselsky, and he is out over the 20 to the 23-yard line. And he got the first down. Good job by Rich Gannon.
Well, let's talk about...
I was going to say Oglesby made the tackle.
First down. Let's talk about the Viking quarterback situation as we hit the end of the third quarter. We'll talk about that when we come back.
All right.
Seen what's happened to some tire prices lately? Through the roof, but not at Firestone. We're ripping, reducing, and chopping prices on our most popular Firestone Supreme sizes. It's our biggest savings ever. 5 to 40% on the Supreme steel belted radial, backed by a 50. Prices going through the roof, Firestone brings them down to earth at participating Firestone retailers. Sale ends Saturday, September 8th.
Today, Florida stands at the crossroads of change. Let us summon the courage to meet our challenges, not shrink from them. The courage to move ahead, not retreat to the comfort of the past. Let it be said of our effort that we faced the issues, told the truth, and stood for the future. And whatever the outcome, I hope it will that you believed enough to dream and saw a new Florida coming.
Miami Dolphins football is an exclusive presentation of Channel 6 Action Sports.
Director Steve Shapiro.
I wish I had good news, but I don't. Jackie Klein bruised right thigh, and he's done for the game. Bob?
Well, it's just a tough job, that's all. But
a bruise is a lot better than a...
Yeah.
We were going to talk this quarterback position. We mentioned earlier in the ball game that they've got 9 Pro Bowlers from last year. They've got outstanding personnel up and down the lineup. If they had a quarterback, they could go far. Wade Wilson has had that opportunity the last couple of years and has really not taken it and gone with it. He had a great year in '88. Last year they were expected to do it. The quarterback position is... Wilson had the 2 touchdown drives earlier, but he also threw the interception to McKyer, which turned into the Dolphin touchdown. So he really is responsible for all 3 touchdowns in this ball game.
Here's Gannon. Play action, bootlegging on the hip and throwing, and it's complete to Brent Novoselsky. He's in there now, number 85 at the tight end spot. Odom, 9. And on the play.
This is the one thing that both teams do not want, Jay. In the opening, I said the number one thing they both wanted was to get out of this game healthy, and numerous players have gone to the sidelines.
Novoselsky played at Penn in the Ivy League, and while he's shaken up, we'll take this timeout.
Center ring facing the great Garbanzo in the wrestling match of the year. And wouldn't it be great if the sponsor was a beer? A really great beer like Keystone, the fresh cold filtered beer in a can that tastes like beer in a bottle because of Keystone's specially lined can. And wouldn't it be great if Garbanzo excused himself and you left with his manager? The taste.
What's in a name? For judge race, one candidate has the real credentials for the job, Amy Dean. Amy Dean has over 14 years as a county attorney, private attorney, and expert litigator. Amy Dean's opponent's name is often mistaken for the name of a well-respected federal judge. Clearly, he is not. He is just another lawyer who'd like to take advantage. But the voters in Dade are not easy to fool. Name, Amy Dean.
Yes, you too can cook like this with an easy roast barbecue. You can roast a whole pig on the rotisserie or make just about anything with the Easy Roast Barbecue. Our patented burner assembly adjusts for better control of heat and reduced flare-ups. We have several models available from 38 to 60 inches wide and all of
Both sides face off in a Channel 6 special town meeting Monday.
Number 86, Darrell Ingram into the ball game at tight end now as Novoselsky went out. There's a Minnesota fan. And it's second down. Opening moment. Banging forward is Cedric Smith. He's got the first down at the 39-yard line. No scoring in the third period. They were 14-7 at half. Both of these clubs checking out a lot of performers as Decision 90 comes. Might have been intended for Pat Newman. He was down in that area. Carl Wilson, 70.
So far, Gannon is 9 of 15. Wade Wilson in the first half was 5 of 7 for 54 yards. And 2 touchdown passes.
Number 24, defense, 5 yards, first down.
They call holding on the right cornerback, Rodney Thomas, number 24. There's a look at Wade Wilson. Now
Still going to be on the game film. Newman with some speed continues to separate himself from Thomas. Just a stop and go route.
Craig Wolfley, number 73, was called for the
Here, Jerry Burns, though, Jay, you're looking at your quarterback situation. That's something that won't show up in the game stats, but
yeah,
and executing that long pass downfield to Newman.
Minnesota leading 14-7 here at Joe Robbie Stadium. Gannon straight back this time, and the ball gets away, and it looks like the Dolphins have recovered. It was Carl Wilson, 77. See Carl going off. He came in there and caused the fumble. I was watching, thinking he might call in the grass before that ball came out, and we might have a review here, but it appears that the Dolphins are going to get the football at the 30.
From the left side of your screen, now Gannon should know that you just cannot have that much time. But the Dolphins get the ball.
And a big opportunity for Miami. Secules. And he gives it to Tony Collins, and Collins has run out of bounds. He lost about a yard, maybe 2 yards on the play. Robert Lyons now in there. First-year man from Akron. Second and 12. Secules throws over the middle. It's hit immediately. Brown out of Miami, of course. Secules.
Brown and Secules are going to be in a fight for that 5th position, I feel. Good catch and a good throw. Swadees hasn't done a lot tonight, but he's been in there on the passing situations.
You mean that fight will be between Swadees and...
Not Secules, yeah, Swadees.
Right. Here's Secules out of the shotgun. Well, you still a lot of time.
Drive.
This will be a 40-yard attempt. And the kick on the way, and it is good. It's 14-10 with 10:38 remaining.
and see how you can get up to $10 off selected seats in the Wynn games.
Much. The Lexus LS 400, most aerodynamic luxury sedan in America.
Law school in the 70s, a White House appointment in the 80s.
And it's a 14. Kings, 10:38 to play. Pat Eilers is back to receive from Stoyanovich. Brian Kinchin, the tight end, number 88 on the specialty unit, 21-yard return. A handoff to Rice. Ninth. Buffalo. Throw. Urging the defense to stop the Minnesota. At 2 punts, averaging 41 yards tonight. A lot of time. 9. 21-yard return. Right. Down on the floor of Joe Robbie Stadium as you get a look there at Scott Mitchell, the young rookie out of Utah who is loosening up. I don't know whether he's going to get in here tonight or not. We have seen Marino. Salisbury throwing downfield and completing at midfield to Pat Newman. Newman out of Utah State, a number 10 pick this year. And he had caught 3 for 28 yards. First down right at the midfield marker.
Fake holds the linebackers right there at the middle of your screen. Then they'd kind of drift out of their zone. Reichenbach, 52, followed the fake too much and opened up the area in the middle.
This handoff going to Cedric Smith at the 30, 25, 20. Run out of bounds down at the 18-yard line. African Grant ran him out down.
Much or catch it has been very impressive in the Vikings training camp.
At the 18. Now threatening 9-point average for Smith.
Brought him in primarily to block for
on the tackle, or Reichenbach is out of the game, and that was Chris Herring, 53 on the tackle.
That's Oglesby, 96. He's double teamed. And a missed tackle there.
And Kumaro missed him off. Bob, you talked earlier about trying to prevent as many injuries in this game. The Dolphins have had quite a few.
Yeah.
Smith,
he almost lost that football.
Yes,
and that will come. Yeah, they have to cut to 47. And injury. Getting a piece of it, but the holdouts will play a part of it. Foster, Jim Jensen, I think is a man they're really missing. Troy Stratford. When those guys come back, they're going to have to so take all that into consideration along with the injuries. And the other players, when they see other players, their friends getting cut, it's a tough time of year, especially on Tuesday when they go back and they find out that, you know, lives.
Here. The door. A handoff to Cedric Smith. Touchdown. Had to wait till they unraveled it in there to see if he got it. So Smith gets a big touchdown to make it 20-10. And it is no good. Impressive. Here, watch him.
Well, he's on the screen. It's a stop and go. The ball is underthrown. He sees it and comes back.
Why do you run a delay out of the shotgun?
Well, it's a draw play.
Yeah.
They think you can't run from that. The play. In practice, and those things happen.
Thomas Struthers, 94, credited with getting the ball. Minnesota leading 20-10, 2:42 remaining. And time called. The 9:53 mark as Miami went up 7-0. At 4:01, capped the 60. In the second period, a 12-yard. Remaining to be.
For us to play, you know, what's
for breakfast, but I can't always wait till breakfast.
Don't wait for the taste of Quaker Natural. It tastes too good for breakfast alone. Swirl it in yogurt, pour it on fruit, top it on top of an ice cream cone.
Quaker 100% natural. How can you wait for all those crunchy clusters of oats and honey, almonds and raisins?
I can't.
a good look at the stadium. The Orange Bowl, we're talking about the Orange Bowl with Joe Robbie. Orange Bowl sidelines a lot closer to the field than JRS. And the fans get more involved in the game at the Orange Bowl because of the proximity to the sideline. I don't think it's as intimidating for other teams to come in here.
.140 to go. Seakules with 3 out of 9 in the game. He throws and there. 3. There he is. Threw that ball.
It's a dangerous pass to throw a lob back into the middle of the field. Didn't hurt him that time, but you do that too often, and more often than not, it'll be picked.
Gun Mitchell, the left-hander. Officials ruled a touch. How about that?
It looked like from up here he pushed off.
The call goes against Pat Eilers. Can you believe this?
Well, this is going to be interesting if we get a. Played his football at Notre Dame, and who catches this? Brown, Andre Brown.
The call should go the other way. It's 20-17.
And it's an onside kick. Try to tie. And a touch.
Indicated, we would imagine they're setting up.
Right there, Gary Stevens on the left. And they're doing a smart job when the ball popped up to knock it back away from the Dolphins to one of his players.
Week. Dolphins 0-4 in the 89 preseason. And it's going to be
they will not be the strength of the Vikings or the Eagles.
Coach Burns visiting there as this one comes to a close. Minnesota 20, Miami 17. Here's Channel 6 Action Sports Director Steve Shapiro.